harsh reality about dating we all need to face. Let's go on and talk about them.
I was just patient, never try skating. Fuck niggas hating.
Okay. If you can face the harsh realities of dating earlier on, then you become more thick-skinned, immune, and you persevere, because it's very discouraging out here with the amount of women who are playing mind games and running scams and just treating men like dirt, possibly because the way the cycle began was men did it first. I have a video about that where I says she didn't start it, but she sure wants to finish it, where I break this whole cycle down. But my point is in this video that a lot more men are discouraged from dating, and there's only two options left: give up or persevere. And in this video, if you are interested in persevering, I'm going to give you some tough love. I'm going to give it to you straight, no chase, so that you can go ahead and just deal with the acceptance part of it. And then when these things come your way, let them roll off your back like water on the duck's back. Okay? Let's jump right into it, get this painful part over with. One of the harsh realities we all need to face when dating is you can deeply like someone who has zero interest in you. Let me repeat that. You can like somebody who has zero, not even 1% interest in you for whatever reason. It's an undisclosed reason. So this is something that you're going to face when you go out there and you give somebody your phone number and they give you their number and they don't respond. You got to take it. Now, if this already discourages you like, man, I ain't got time for that, then you probably just going to click off this channel, or you're probably just going to go back into your cubby hole because you have already made up your mind that you quit. That's your prerogative. But if you would like to persevere and you focus on building your skin and your tolerance up to this, you're eventually going to end up with somebody who is worth your time. But it's just going to take you fighting and getting through all of this BS that I'm about to name. That was one, and I think I have 7. Number 2, the harsh reality is that some women are opportunists who use you liking them as an opportunity to take advantage of you and your kindness. Absolutely. This is kind of like how some panhandlers are. They know that there's a lot of God-fearing men and women, people in general out here in the world, and they have made the decision that they don't want to deal with societal norms like, maintaining bills and all of this stuff. So they just stand on the side of the road and they ask for change. And some of these people are making a lot of money each day, but you feel guilty if you don't give to that person because they're standing on the side of the road looking like they're starving. So they're pulling on and tugging at your heartstrings. And then you give. Well, that's no different from these women. When you have a conscience and a good heart and you believe in love and respecting women, and they're like, give me. And you're like, you give by default because you're a giving person. And they have zero interest in reciprocity. And they will take everything that you have to offer simply because you are willing to give it. Harsh reality, number 2. Number 3, there are unpredictable reasons why a woman would not be available to you, like her secretly being in a relationship, her currently not liking men, her having physical preferences that you do not meet, or her being emotionally unavailable or too damaged to date. So you might see a woman that you feel like is attractive, but there's so many reasons why she just is not in a position to date you right now. This is a harsh reality because you might have done the work on yourself. You might know that you are worthy of a good woman or a woman that looks the way she looks or of her caliber. You might have known this woman for a while and you just wish she gave you a chance because you've seen the dude she used to date and he dogged her out and you would never do nothing like that. But the harsh reality is maybe she's emotionally unavailable or too damaged to date right now. Maybe she's bisexual and has given up on men. Maybe she prefers you be 7 foot tall and you're only 5'2". There's unpredictable reasons why a woman would not be interested in you. This is another harsh reality that we have to face when dating. Number 4, some women do not know what they actually want until they find it. And if they're with you, they can decide midway through that they don't really actually want you. This happens most of the time when you are dealing with somebody who's inexperienced, young, immature, but there's no age frame on this. A woman can be in her 40s and have been wasting all of her time just having short-term flings. Therefore, when it comes down to settling down, she has no idea what type of values or traits to look for in a man. And then when she gets with you, you are something that she's never experienced before, and she just doesn't know how to handle it. You know, for instance, like you giving her constructive criticism. She can be the type of person that once she receives it, she runs because she has never sat down long enough to let somebody tell her anything. And this can be you. You can be with her, and then she can't handle you because she has never made it to a place in her life where a man like you has ever been bold enough, or she's ever given them an opportunity to apply that pressure. Harsh reality. Number 5, not all women believe in monogamy and being faithful or have the desires to do so, nor may they be mature enough at the time when you met them. So you might get with a woman who looks very good, and she might not believe in monogamy. She might be polygamous. She might have a girlfriend because she's bisexual, and she doesn't believe that her being involved with a woman is cheating on a man because they don't have the same tools. And you'll be like, yeah, but you are giving your body to somebody other than me. That's deemed as cheating. Now you have a situation that doesn't work because this woman wants her cake and her eat it, and to eat it too. It's really called Kate and Edith, but we say cake and eat it. She wants everything, and she feels like that's the lifestyle she prefers to live. And you might be a man who doesn't want your woman to be with women or other men, and now it doesn't work out. That's another harsh reality we have to face with the way modern society and the modern dating scene is going. Number 6, the ones that show you high interest, majority of the time, are love bombing you. This sucks because you're getting a woman who's calling you every day and texting you every day and wants to spend all the time with you simply just to enslave or encage you and trap you in her web so that she can pull the rest of her mind games and toxic behaviors out the box, probably even lock you down by getting pregnant too soon. Women do this. And now you can't easily escape her. You got kids with her. You're stuck in the mind frame of thinking, I want to try to make it work for the child, and she can just move how she wants to move. She's won. She caught you. She caught you with your pants down. Okay? And love bombing is very confusing because men, we get starved of the most affection and admiration and attention. So all they got to do is shower you with it, and then you fall for it. Like you just melt like butter on biscuits or butter on top of some toast or some pancakes. So you got to be aware of this. This is a strong possibility that woman that's actually showing you attention is love bombing you. Lastly, finally, right? Harsh reality number 7. Sometimes, after entering into a relationship with them, they turn out to be toxic. And there's no real timeline on this one. It could be 6 months or up to 6 years that you can be dealing with somebody and they can be very good at pretending and leading with their representative. And then you find out one day that they are not who they said they were. There was a series on, I think, TikTok or something where a woman, and very popular, where a woman was dating somebody, I think, for either 4 or 6 years, didn't even know his real name. and he was running amok. I'm talking about taking her around looking at houses that he claimed to want to buy for her, and he didn't even have any money. I think she even married him. Very interesting. And she has to be devastated and has to have trust issues moving forward with men. But men aren't the only one doing these things, man. I think it's a mental illness, and it's not exempt. No one's exempt. It can be male or female who play these kind of games. So when you accept these harsh realities of dating, you keep your head on the swivel. You guard your heart. You move slower. One thing I tell people, and I know it's easier said than done, but I would be a hypocrite if I wasn't actually doing it. And I will tell you that me taking, intimacy out of the situation, me not leading with that, me not dating someone with interest just to become intimate with them, me allowing myself time to get to know somebody before taking it to that stage, I've dodged bullets after bullets after bullets. Right now, you're looking at the Terminator of all daters. I'm like, bing, bing, bing. It's bouncing off me. Nothing's penetrating me. And when it doesn't work, I don't feel guilty because I didn't penetrate them. And that is way easier said than done because the flesh is weak. My flesh is weak. But I don't allow the way a woman looks to blur my boundaries. You can look good, but if there's these red flags, I'm just going to gracefully bow out. And I'm going to be like, nah, that's not the one God got for me. I have been celibate since my last relationship, but I don't lead with that. I don't tell women I'm celibate. Another thing about being celibate, too, is that I believe that if you are celibate and it's a religious belief, you want to deal with someone who's also celibate for those same beliefs, because then you guys are on the same page and one person's not tempting the other. But that's a whole nother subject. I'll leave that for a whole nother topic and a whole nother video. But yeah, take your time, control the pace as the man, and don't rush things physically. Keep that. That's your power. The truth reveals itself to you, and then you be like, woo, thank God I didn't do that. Trust me on that one. I hope you found this video helpful or useful in any way, or that you probably learned something from it. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Jerome, and this has been an episode of The Superb Word. If this video did feed you in any kind of way, please give me a like, comment, subscribe, or share it. And I'll be back with you guys shortly. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. 2 fingers.